Hopefully, won't have that problem again. Hello, everybody. Scary. I have Tevin. He's gonna catch up with me today. We're gonna talk about a few things. Tevin, what's going on, man?
Hello. Nothing much. Just school. Been trying to stay off the internet as much as I can.
Why would you want to do that?
There's way too much crazy.
Huh? What are you talking about? That's the fun stuff. If it wasn't for the crazy people, then the internet would be boring.
Yeah, there are two types of crazy though. There's funny crazy that you're just like ha ha, and then there's sad crazy that you're like, how are these people functioning? And this is the world I live in with people like
You
this.
should be terrified.
It's like these people breed. They make more of them.
I know. That whenever you think of it that way, then it gets really terrifying. It's like, oh no, their genes are gonna. But I don't think it really goes gene deep. I think this is just a little bit of a brain malfunction, maybe some drug abuse.
Hopefully.
Slight brain damage. Anyway, well, the big conversation that's been going on since you've been educating yourself on things that actually matter is the typical identity politics going on, and the secular part of the internet is losing, or a few of them are losing their damn minds and wanting to buddy up with Christians and stuff, and that discussion is taking precedence over quite a few different channels right now, and I'm in total agreement with them. Nobody needs to be getting soft on Christianity just because Islam
Yeah,
and
but why would you
SJW.
decide?
Hmm?
Why would you decide to just pair up with them? Like we just got those guys under control. Like they're behaving now. Why would you just be like, okay, we're gonna let you guys do what you want to do and screw up the world again?
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, people just forget like what they were capable of whenever they had full reign, full power. They're they're under heel right now for a reason because people stood up, spoke out, said something, and said, you need to calm down. This is not good." And but it's just like people are they're becoming terrified of things that are going on, so their natural reaction is to gravitate towards religion. It's like, what? You're supposed to be you're the thinking people of the world, or I thought you were.
Yeah, I thought so too. But then I met some of them, and thinking isn't common. It really isn't. People just choose not to do it.
So what are you running into? Like, what have you seen? Have you seen
The
in any specific like grouping, or because I've seen it in some specific groupings, but I want to see what you've noticed.
Well, I've only been talking. I've been talking to pretty much the group of the same people recently, not really branching out.
Mm-hmm.
So these particular people who are right leaning tend to conflate whenever they argue their point that Christianity is like better suited for the Western world than like atheism and stuff, and that atheism is actually more damaging than good. When they argue this point, they tend to pretty much group atheists and SJWs all in this group. Like, yes, SJWs tend to be atheists, but they're also social justice warriors. They fall under that category.
Yeah.
So you can't say everyone fits in under this category. That isn't fair.
I mean,
That's like me saying, well, all religious people subscribe to Sharia law, which isn't true. The only thing they have in common is that they have a religion, they're religious, but each of them are different. Yeah, they don't have the same liberty to the word atheist. It's more like atheist equals SJW. therefore atheism is bad.
No, it just happens to go that way, that most lefts or liberals are going to be, they're gonna have some sort of secular ideals, but they went towards atheism because it was, I mean, if, and I can understand, like, with the rebellion thing, like, go towards atheism. That's kind of normal. Kind of normal for that age group that is the SJWs. Um, but the things that they bring in with them, it's just like atheism plus. It started out as a secular community, and then the feminists reared their ugly Hydra heads and said, "Hey, not only do we want to step on people about religion and their bad ideas, but we want to step on people who are perfectly normal, but they just happen to be male. And I want to hate on them." So they tied those two things in, put in intersectionality, which is just what? As if feminism and the discussion between the sexes isn't complicated enough. Let's add in all this other bullshit. So, but liberals tend to go towards secular ideas and secular community, and they just completely perverted it. I mean, all atheism is just, you just reject the belief in a god. That's all it is. Now, secular values, that's another story. That just removes religion and the conversation of religion from the important things like matters of state, laws, and but it just all got mixed up together, and it's turned into a shit show. And the people that I've been noticing a lot over the past few weeks, probably past couple months, it would be the MRA and the MGTOW community, or the anti-feminists, those as well, because those are all three different things in my eyes. But they are just, they've gotten a foothold, and they have an argument against the feminists. And sorry, I'm getting a little bit of a feedback in my ears. See, I'm still learning the whole podcast thing. See, we have a screen to look at. Look, there's Tevin, there's me. I get to talking and I forget to change the screens. Anyway, but these guys have gotten a foothold. They're obviously intelligent, but they are severely insecure. I mean, and this just shows how insecure they are in their own convictions and ideas, because they're starting to lean towards Christianity. It's like, okay, you're showing you're still afraid. You're still showing that they have some sort of pull or hold over you, that you need to go and run to the big bad guy in your eyes. He looks like a big tough person to you, so you're gonna go run to religion to back you up. It's like, no, continue sticking with the same ideas, the same arguments that you have for the past 2, 3, 4 years, because you're winning with that. Don't lose ground by showing weakness and favor within religion. Dear God, please don't. So that's really, really just disheartening, and I don't want them to go in that direction. But okay, let me work with this a little bit. Are you still there, Tevin?
Yeah, I'm still here,
Okay,
just having some technical difficulties.
No, it just got really quiet. Like your sound went to perfection now. It didn't sound like you were still there.
Just having some technical difficulties. You'll have to give me a sec.
Okay, you're fine. Anyway, hi, Jamie. I see you in the chat. Well, doing this whole podcast thing, it is, or stream, or whatever you want to call it, it's pretty fun. It's fun to be able to have all these different screens and pop them up and play videos and stuff. I'm just going to get better at it. I need to stay focused.
Yeah, I'm back. Did you change something with your sound? Did you take out your headphones or something?
Does it sound bad?
Yeah, it sounds strange on my
Um,
end. I don't know how everyone else is hearing it.
no. What? It hasn't changed yet? Might need a refresh. Does it still sound bad?
Oh, it's better now.
Okay. I didn't have an echo or anything. Okay. All right. So, let me see. All right, Tevin, do you want to watch the video I was talking about before we got started?
Sure.
It's funny. It is really funny. He's so proud of himself. So, the Steve Jobs, he was totally in support of Punch a Nazi, the Punch a Nazi campaign.
Huh?
Steve Jobs, he was in favor of the Punch a Nazi campaign. Have you heard of
Hey,
that?
what's that?
Okay.
Oh.
So, Richard Spencer, I believe his name is. He's the white nationalist. They call him a white supremacist. But he's not. He was given an interview on the street at Trump's inauguration, I believe, and somebody just ran up to him and sucker punched him.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah. So he got sucker punched. So after that, there was like the typical SJWs, feminists, and they were like, "Yeah, punch a Nazi," just advocating violence instead of speaking, because we all know they're anti-free speech. So it's not all that surprising that they would advocate for violence instead of civil discourse. So anyway, he's done a few videos on it, just kind of poking fun at it, and he's deadly serious about it as well. So he just released this video, I think today or maybe yesterday. No, not very long ago, and he apparently ordered a package, and this is him doing the unwrapping of the package. So, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the sad Steve Jobs. This music! It fits his personality! So pitiful.
Watching my nation fall down on its luck. It looked like the future was going to suck. I had come close to not giving a fuck. Then that was when the man punched the Nazi right in his hatefully smug little face. So the man punched the Nazi. He socked the spokesman for the master race. Remember, please, everyone, this simple rule: don't just punch someone.
He's gonna put it on his hat. He's going to put it on his hat. Does this man actually think it's necessary that he needs to have an anti-Nazi pin on his hat for everyone to see? Aren't we all anti-Nazi? That's why we tried to...
Yeah,
that's why we obliterated the Germans? I mean... Come on, that's like a rule. Everyone is pretty much anti. That's like default, right?
Yeah, that's the one thing everyone can agree on. Nazis sucked.
All right, let's let him finish this abortion.
One for being a fool, but if their ideology is racist and cruel, I wouldn't cry. If someone punched a wasn't the way. Shouldn't we let everyone have their say?
No.
I feared from my path
Well, let's just
I
stop.
started to stray. I'd soon find I'd change my mind. When the man punched the Nazi, how about the people they've killed and oppressed? Yeah, the man punched the Nazi. Now that's a rational way to
Oh my god, he helped write this song. No wonder it's so bad. What in the world?
protest.
Oh gosh, this should be you should have to take an IQ test before you get a YouTube channel. That would fix the
The
problem.
man punched the Nazi right in his hateful, his smug little face. Oh, the man punched the Nazi. He socked the spokesman for the master race. Yes, he did.
Well then, Steve Shives, people. There you go. Oh god. He must realize that he's a joke at this point. He must realize it.
Well, I don't know. Those people are pretty. He probably thinks that he's the greatest person ever, and everyone who disagrees with him is Hitler. Hence this song.
I actually went to his channel because I watched this video on his channel earlier, and I liked it because it's funny. I liked it because it entertained me, and I put in the comments, LOL, do more please. And he deleted it. He deleted it. That wasn't a criticism. That was asking for more. That's what they want, right? Please, this is gold. I don't know. I think he needs to leave his little feminist hobbit hovel.
His wife is not going to allow that.
But she's
Leave feminism.
She's a sweetheart. What are you talking about? Oh. Ah. So, what else is going on, Tevin?
Nothing. Like, I've tried to stay off the internet as much as possible for school purposes, so I have no idea what's going on with the community at all.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Okay, let me think. Let's see if I can give you an update. Lauren Southern left Rebel Media. Let's see, what else? YouTube is censoring the hell out of everyone. They've added this, or I think they've either enabled it. I'm pretty sure it was always there, but now if you go into your YouTube, if you don't go in and undo the restricted mode, it just automatically stays that way. But you don't have any idea unless somebody points it out. But what that's doing is everybody's on restricted mode unless you go in and change it yourself. And it blocks a certain group of people, which just happens to be like the type of people that you and I would watch on YouTube. People that are talking the truth, they're non-PC and that kind of thing. Like Sargon's been blocked. If you go and look on his channel with the restricted mode on, his content's blocked. PewDiePie is blocked. Who else? Anybody that you could think of that is in any way sort of a Trump supporter or non-PC, non-SJW. So, but they're also censoring like the LGBT community, the trans, anybody that's talking about sexuality. If it has like sexuality in the title of the video, just things of that nature. Just non. It's not anything that would be harmful to anyone, but in their opinion, it's risky or risque content. So they're censoring them as well.
Yeah. Yeah. YouTube is in a state where they have no choice. They're taking very drastic measures with their bot system. So what happened is that they released. I heard about this. They released this update, adding restricted mode to all pages.
Yeah.
To all accounts.
Yeah.
That were under the age of 18.
Yeah,
that's what I heard.
Yeah, if you have your YouTube's age set to under 18, then you won't be able to view anything that is 18 and over unless you sign into YouTube and they verify your age. So it's just putting.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's a good idea. But they must realize that all these kids have to do is go in and put that they're 18 or over. It's not like they require you to provide ID.
Yeah, but that's pretty much, that washes their hands of a parent going, hey, my child easily got access to this. It's pretty much what porn pages do as well.
Yeah, but it doesn't.
It's just so that they can just wash their hands of the situation. It's not necessarily that they're trying to censor anyone.
No, they are definitely trying to censor people, because if you go and look at any of the other like major media network pages like NBC, CNN, MSNBC, they're putting out the same kind of content, but they're just under the big corporate labels. But none of their content, like the coverage of like the London terror attack that just happened, none of the content on there about that is considered to be restricted age.
Because if you go they pay them.
But if you go and look at like something, say, that somebody else did, just a regular YouTuber, they did the same coverage, you can't see it.
It's because they pay them, so they can't restrict. They have ads and stuff. Those big channels have ads.
Mm-hmm.
So they have no choice but to keep their content up.
I don't know. This isn't good.
Yeah, a lot of people tend to just give YouTube YouTube has done a lot of garbage. Mm-hmm. It has. But there are times where they have no choice but to implement something. And everyone is just like, oh my gosh, they're censoring. No, they have no choice.
But they do have a choice.
Like, for instance,
they do have a choice.
For instance, they were getting in trouble for monetizing terrorist videos. Mm-hmm. Right? And everyone is saying that that's YouTube's fault, that YouTube consciously did that. It's like, no, there's a bot system in place that when you reach a certain amount, they don't even check your content. They check your views, and if your views are legit and there's not botted or anything, that you're not having a robot come and watch your video 100,000 times, then they give you monetization. That's the point of YouTube, for people to be able to make money off their content. So when people started saying that they were consciously paying terrorists, that's not true.
Yeah,
those type of videos get a lot of views.
Yeah, that's stupid. Yeah. That's stupid. That's a stupid claim. Jesus. I don't know. Paul and I were talking about it earlier. I mean, how many people actually pay attention to what specific ad is coming on before the video that you want to watch? I mean, like, unless it's something that you're interested in or it gets your attention, and then you're like, oh, okay, I'll click on that, and you click on it. I mean, honestly, do you associate the video that you just watched with the ad you just clicked on, like for Walmart or something? You seen some sort of a
No, you
jihadi
don't.
attack, and then a Walmart ad pops up, and you click on it. Do you think, oh shit, ISIS Walmart? No, you don't. You think Walmart. I need to order something. Or are people that simple? Am I missing it?
I guess like the marketing guys at those companies don't want to take the chance, so they
Mm-hmm.
cut down on it. But, I
Okay.
don't know.
Let me see what else. I don't know. I've been trying to stay away from any kind of like drama. It's just so boring. Um, okay. There's a pretty good discussion going on with there was a woman who is being charged with raping a 14-year-old boy right now. Excuse me. It's currently still in the courts. And she is pregnant by him. And the conversation is that she's a pedophile, or is she just a child molester or child rapist? Excuse me. In my eyes, I don't see her as a pedophile because a 14-year-old boy, that's not a child to begin with. That's a young man. He's still a boy. He's still a kid. He's still underage. This is still a crime. But they're referring to her as a pedophile, and that doesn't fit. It just doesn't fit. But I'll ask you, coming from a male, do you think that she should be classified as a pedophile, or is this just sexual molestation of a minor?
Molestation of a minor. Pedophile is like baby level.
Children.
Yeah.
So the whole MRAs and MGTOWs and anti-feminists and stuff, they're all up in arms against one another, debating the semantics of this and saying that she's going to get off lighter, or female criminals get off lighter when it comes to these type of allegations or these type of charges compared to a male. And I think there's a difference. I do believe that there is a difference whenever it comes to talking about these kind of crimes when it's a male on a female crime compared to a female on male crime. I mean, it's still a crime, but there's a bit of a difference because girls and guys are different. I mean, it's much easier to take advantage of a young girl than it is to take advantage of a young boy. Being female on male, not male on male or female on female. That's a completely different story. But they're trying to put the two different types of crimes into the same category, but they're calling her a pedophile at the same time. I mean, if a man was to do this to a 14-year-old girl, he's the same age as the female criminal, then it wouldn't be pedophilia. It would just be statutory rape or sexual molestation of a minor, whichever you want to put on it. I guess it just depends on what the charge is, really. But, I mean, honestly, do we think that this 14-year-old boy is going to be, like, completely messed up by this? Besides the pregnancy thing, that's a completely different can of worms. But, I mean, mentally, he's 14 years old. This is all boys think about. And I'm not I'm not generalizing. It's they're dictated by their penis and their hormones. She's 19. She's 19 years old, so she's still a teenage. She's a young adult, but she's still a teenager herself. She's being pushed by her hormones as well. I'm not saying that this is right.
It isn't right, but it shouldn't be. No, she shouldn't be called a pedophile. A bit excessive.
Yeah.
just a bit. If this was like a 40-year-old woman now, then yeah, sure.
I mean, why are all of these cases, why are they all put under the exact same, why are they put under the exact same standards, guidelines, or however you want to describe it? I mean, each case, they're different. There should be some sort of a scale. I mean, obviously, I just don't get it. These are supposed to be intelligent people thinking. It just seems like it's a knee-jerk reaction, like an emotional reaction, like, look, women do it too. And it's like, yeah, obviously women are capable of doing the same things that men are, but it is different. They refuse to point that out. It's like, nope, it's not different. It's not different. It's like, well, you're being dishonest if you're saying it's not different between men and women. Your other arguments when it comes to the differences between men and women are clear cut, and you have things to back it up saying, okay, men are different because of this, women are different because of that, men are good at that, women are good at that. There's obvious differences. So why can't there be that kind of argument when it comes to these kinds of sexual crimes? You can't just go, look, women are guilty of doing shitty things too. It's like, no. Label someone a pedophile who's 19 years old who had a sexual relationship with a 14-year-old boy. That's not pedophilia.
Yeah, the age isn't that far. It's far. It's past the legal limit, but it's not that far.
Now, if this was a 12-year-old boy, that would be another conversation. Because he's 12 years old. That is a child. That would be pedophilia. So, I mean, just think about it. Whenever each of us went through puberty, it's like a year. You go from being in one mindset to a completely other mindset. You are driven by totally different things than you were the year before. I mean, that's why teenagers go through so much turmoil in that period of time, because you have such huge changes that are going on in your brain and in your body. So going from 12 to 14, there is an enormous difference. Not with everyone, of course. Some people are just late bloomers all around. But girls, I would say, on average, 15 to 16 years old, you know what you're doing. You know what you're about. You know how to you're pretty much in on the game on how to manipulate men and get what you want when it comes to sexual things. And the flirting and all of that stuff, 15 to 16 years old, you're about in it. Now, with guys, you develop sexually faster than girls do, faster than females do. So you're a step ahead of us, so you have to factor that stuff in as well. An older man with a younger girl, he's going to be a little bit more mentally, physically, and sexually mature than a girl that's like 2 to 3 years, 2, 3, 4 years younger than himself. In that age range between 14 and like, I'd say 19 years old, maybe 20. So it would be a male taking advantage of a young female. Because young females meet older men and they're flattered because an older guy is giving them attention when all it's really about is just having sex. But young girls can't think that way. They're falling in love with the idea of falling in love, and this is new and fun and exciting. So it's a huge difference. I mean, I have my eldest daughter, she's a teenager. I have my middle daughter, she's coming up on being a teenager. My youngest daughter, she's hitting the preteen years. So I'm dealing with all of these dilemmas myself on how to think of things and how to talk to them about guys and what's good and what's bad and what they should stay away from, which I wish they would stay away from it for many more years to come, but that's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. I know. Boyfriends are going to happen, but it's kind of tricky. And I was talking to someone else earlier today. I was like, I really did not ever like put myself into the mindset of a man, like how scary it is to be a man, to just have a sexual relationship with somebody, even it just be casual. Because if you get them pregnant, what do? You can't demand that they have an abortion. You can't demand that they keep the baby. But
yeah, you're pretty screwed.
So honestly, I never put myself in that position because you just don't. Not whenever you're younger, but the more people that I've come into contact with, like in the MRA and MGTOW community, I mean, they've opened my eyes to quite a few things that I just never thought about before, and it is kind of terrifying. Your future could lie in someone else's hands, even if you are completely against it. But when,
Because
go ahead.
babies having a child kind of changes your life, and I guess people don't understand that. So it's like you go from being out every night, being able to come home and sleep whenever you want to. You know what I mean? Having pretty much
Your
all
life
of your
is your
time.
own, yeah.
Yeah. So you having to look after another life and make sure that not only it survives until it's old enough to leave, that it learns how to take care of itself and stuff. So yeah, it sucks that sometimes you might go make a mistake and she wants to keep it because you have money or your family has money, so she thinks it's, you know what I mean?
Yeah, or
She has her own
she's
intentions.
been guilted into it, maybe, of not of continuing with the pregnancy or something. I mean, there's always that too. There's outside factors for her decision. Not saying that they're right or correct for both people, but it's that's an intense conversation because it's like the men that are like against abortion. It's like if you get somebody pregnant, she's like, nope, I don't want to keep it. They speak up and they're like, well, what if I wanted to keep it? It's like, well, that's shit. I mean, you need to have the conversation with your partner to see where they stand on the issue before you get involved with them. In my opinion, like get involved with them sexually. But
There should be like a system in place where, like, say I get someone pregnant and I want to keep it, that like she can just wash her hands of the child and go away, and I would take care of the baby. If you understand what I'm saying.
yeah, no, I do understand.
Same thing,
Yeah,
and the other way around, in the other way around as well. And if she wants the baby and I don't, I should be able to just be like, okay, I clearly said that I didn't want to be involved in this, so I'm just gonna go,
yeah,
and I don't have
absolutely.
to pay anything, and I should just be able to go my own way, and she can go hers.
Yeah, yeah.
Not that I would do that.
I
I
don't
don't think I have the heart
disagree
to
with
do
that at
that.
all. Do not disagree with that at all.
Should,
But when it comes to her staying pregnant for the entire 9 months, giving birth to that child, and then handing it over to, we'll use you for example, handing it over to you. I don't think you understand like just how much work and effort physically and emotionally goes into being pregnant and staying pregnant and then giving birth. I mean, you can't imagine the attachment that you feel to that child even before you can feel them like physically kicking you, because you can kind of feel them kind of floating around a little bit and bebopping around in there. But you book it. That's the scary part, because whatever the few women that I do know that have had abortions, the ones that I've talked to about it, they've said that they were scared to wait too long, because once you feel it move, there's an attachment there, whether you like it or not. It happens. So it's such a tough thing to try to communicate with someone that could never ever be pregnant. And I'm not trying to invalidate what you're saying by saying that, oh, you could never carry a baby, so therefore your argument is invalid. That's not what I'm saying. But for somebody to carry a child for 9 months that they didn't want to begin with, that's a dangerous situation, because she could very easily do something or not give a shit while she's pregnant and go smoke meth or become a raging alcoholic and then give birth to a baby that has some major issues, and then you have a baby that has like fetal alcohol syndrome to raise. So there's so many things that come into play with that. Or she could just, if that was in place then and she was completely against it, what do? Her body would be held hostage for 9 months, and then her mental health would be held hostage from thereafter. Because you give a baby up for adoption, it's not like you just forget about them. I mean, it's still there in the back of your head. That attachment or bond, whichever you want to classify it as, it's still always going to be there. So it's not just as cut and dry as most people think. Because I think the people that are talking about this are thinking of the women that are getting abortions. They're putting them in this really strange character of being just cold, heartless bitches. And those women out there do exist. They're just like, fuck it, I'll get an abortion, no big deal, problem solved. But that's just not the case in the majority. So where do you go? I mean, life's not fair. Just need to make sure you don't get any bitches pregnant.
That is true.
Contraception. It works. You just have to use it properly. Sex is fun, people. Just do it safely. Hey. That got deep. Wow. But no, I understand where all my men friends are coming from whenever they're scared about getting in, or nervous, or have reservations about getting into relationships and stuff, because they are complicated, without including the pregnancy thing. They are complicated. You can't get fucked over.
Talking to a chick, you could be talking to a chick one day, and she proceeds to become insane, and you have to deal with this insane girl. That has happened to me way too many times. It's just like,
really,
what am I supposed to do now?
Let me clue you in on a little something. All women are insane. There's just varying degrees of women who can control that or kind of suppress it. But then you have others who are just full on fucking crazy. And that seems to be the ones that are always talked about, because they leave the biggest impression. So it's like, we're all nuts.
I think
we
I
all
have
are
bad
nuts.
luck. I think I have bad luck. I attract the ones that are like hidden crazies.
Oh no.
So we have a conversation, and it's like, okay, this person seems normal. I can live with this person. And then 2 weeks in, she's looking through my phone, and it's like, who is this person? Call mom. It's like, is this a female?
Oh no.
Calm down.
Oh
Breathe.
no.
There's no need to. Yeah.
Okay, well, have you ever asked yourself the question, like, why do they start out cool and then kind of snap? Is it anything that you might be doing to make them snap?
I guess I have a lot of female friends.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well,
Because I've had girlfriends that were like crazy with me and then normal with other people, and I would be extremely confused. Like, how?
Okay, well, you're young. How old are you again?
I'm 19.
Okay, well, you're young. You should have plenty of female friends. That's the way it should be. You have plenty of time ahead of you to be able to kind of narrow that down to the type of woman that you're really, really interested in. I'm not saying go and be a slut. I'm just saying don't limit yourself. I mean, Jesus Christ, you're young, man. Have as many friends as you can. If they're down to have sex with them. Whatever. As long as they're an adult, they're of consenting age, of course. But do it safely. Have fun. But don't. Yeah, that's a good idea. Don't get tied up with the possessive, freaking insane ones. Not at your age. Jesus Christ, man. You are setting yourself up for failure.
End up like Steve Shives. I'm good.
Oh, that poor bastard. Oh, that poor bastard. I wonder, does he know? Like, do you think deep down, does he know?
I think he's like in his prison cell drawing out escape plans.
Oh my god. Well, he did a video a couple weeks ago. He was outside and he was by himself, so he was obviously on his own and he didn't make a run for it. She's got his
in the background with a gun.
She was standing behind the camera going, "Don't you dare!" Or no, he's probably got a shot collar around his balls. So if he gets out of a certain area, it just goes zzz and zaps him. If he goes out of a certain perimeter, there's an invisible fence. She has the electrical outlet locked under key, so he can't unplug the main unit that shocks the piss out of him.
Yeah, I think all of his YouTube videos are just cries for help.
Really?
And like everyone's busy there just treating him bad, but they're all signs of help. We're horrible people.
Yeah, like the coding. Somebody needs to figure out what the algorithm is of his pleas for help and put it together. Put a help video together. Oh god, that would be funny. Because he says she and her and women and help and victim and violence. He says that in almost every single one of his videos, so it wouldn't take very long. Oh, God. I mean, but he has to interact with normal women. Like, he has to run into women in stores, like, just to go grocery shopping. Or to put gas in his car. He has to run into the normal everyday woman and sit and look in her eyes and see that there's warmth and love and compassion there, and then get home and look at his wife and go, "Oh God, she's gonna eat me." I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
He does not look happy. If you go back through his videos, I mean, just like the first, I don't know, let's say, probably like the first 20, maybe more. He has pink cheeks and he's smiling. When he smiles, he shows his teeth, so it's like a genuine smile. And then it just starts to slowly. I think it probably about 2010, 2011. He just started losing weight. He started getting like this greenish yellow color, which I thought it was maybe because he was using his green screen and not setting up his lighting correctly. But he just started to go this weird color. And his videos, they kind of started to lack that luster and that passion that they had before. Then he started changing the names of like his weekly segments that he would do, like 5 stupid things. He would do 5 stupid things about Republicans, or 5 stupid things about Christianity, or 5 stupid things about Islam. And he's changed it now to some PC bullshit, but it was so sad to watch. Just to watch he just decayed in front of our eyes, and it happened slowly, but
no one helps. And no one helps. That's the sad thing about it.
What are we supposed to do?
Like, you guys gotta like get the U.S. Army,
really,
like kill the witch that's keeping him prisoner. Do something. Like, you can't just let the guy die, man. It's not right.
Do you know what my theory is? My theory is that she is trying to convince him to somehow become the person in the relationship that can become pregnant and carry the child and give birth to it, so she doesn't have to.
That's why he's turning green. It's all the experiments.
Yeah, she's doing something to this poor fucker. She's preparing him for something. She's gonna do like the Arnold Schwarzenegger Jr. thing. She's gonna impregnate the son of a bitch. He's just gonna start swelling up. He's gonna have boobs. He's gonna get on YouTube and start teaching people how to breastfeed. Oh god. This is not gonna end well.
No. I would not like them to reproduce. Oh my god.
Wow.
Ugh. That wouldn't end well.
What if it was born a boy?
Oh gosh. They'll just kill it. They would just eat it, I guess.
They are atheists. We do eat babies, apparently. No, let's just think about that. A Shives baby. It'd have his stupid head and stupid ears. Her awful, soulless eyes. Would it be short or tall? Because he's like crazy tall and she's dumpy short.
You just need to shoot that thing.
No!
Like, as soon as it comes out of the room,
No!
you just need to shoot it.
No. No. You know the meme material that thing would provide?
Okay, so you take a picture of it and then shoot it. So you'd be able to use the picture for memes.
Tevin, that's awful. That is awful.
It is.
Oh, gracious. I'm just looking at my Twitter. People are flipping out. Well, one person in particular is flipping out. And I don't know why. Do you think I'm mean, Tevin?
Everyone on Twitter is mean.
That is not true. I am not mean. That is offensive, my friend. I'm not mean. How am I mean? I'm just honest. And people seem to take that as me being dishonest. It's like, no, I shit you not. What I say is what I mean. If I tell you I like you, I like you. If I tell you I don't, then I don't. If I tell you I don't care about you, then I don't. How much more plainly can I put it? I don't know. You can't please everyone, I suppose.
I don't even try.
Me either.
Doesn't make sense trying.
Alright, Tevin, here's a good question. Who would win in a fight, Godzilla or King Kong?
King Kong, I think.
You
No,
think?
no, Godzilla, because Godzilla's bigger.
King Kong has a little bit more agility, though, than Godzilla does. I mean, Godzilla's got that big-ass head and them teeny tiny little arms. But he does have a really big jaw, but King Kong's got a pretty big jaw, too. Have you ever seen a silverback? I don't know. I'm torn. Reptile versus mammal. It's Leica asking this question on Twitter. Who would win in a fight, Godzilla or King Kong? I'm going to vote King Kong. 77% said Godzilla. 23% King Kong. I was wrong.
Yep, Godzilla is bigger. And I think he shoots laser beams. I'm not sure if that's a comic or not that I read at some point, but laser beams, so.
I think in like one of the older movies that they did put lasers in his eyes. I think so. Alright, Tevin, well tell me some stuff about yourself. Where are you located again? I mean, I know where you are, but you obviously have a very strange accent, as I do.
Well, I am from Barbados,
Barbados.
island in the Caribbean.
You live in paradise.
Not really, no.
Don't you love it when people say that just because you live somewhere that's tropical?
Yes, like it's not the movies make it like everyone here is just sitting under a coconut tree.
You have coconut trees?
Yeah, we have coconut trees.
Can you climb a coconut tree?
Well, I can.
Well, I'm not asking if
It's
you can. I'm just asking, is it possible to climb a coconut tree?
it is that's how you get the coconuts.
I would just wait till they fell out. It would tear your feet to pieces, I would imagine. You couldn't really climb it with shoes on because you got to be able to like bend your feet a little bit.
Yeah, I guess like it does, but then your feet get the bottoms of your feet and stuff get hard if you continuously do it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Build up a climbing callus. Thank you.
Yeah.
Every time somebody finds out that I grew up in Florida, they're like, "Oh, that's awesome! Disney World, the sun, blah blah." I'm like, "No, you don't even realize the sun will kill you during the months of, let's see, from about June until the beginning of September. If you stay in the sun too long, you will die. Especially me, because I'm nearly albino. But if the sun doesn't kill you, the mosquitoes will kill you. They'll suck you dry. And if those don't get you, then the poisonous snakes will. And if those don't get you, then the poisonous insects and spiders, and they'll get you. And if that doesn't get you, then the hurricanes will. And now,
Wow, you're making my country actually sound like paradise. We don't have to deal with poisonous snakes or anything. We have the occasional hurricane, but like 90% of the hurricane, 90% of hurricanes that hit Barbados don't really do much. It's like every other country in the Caribbean would just be destroyed, and it would come over to Barbados and just be like
strong winds.
2 houses fall over.
Yeah. No,
It's weird.
Florida is a very interesting place. There's all kinds of different people in Florida, but the landscape and climate alone and native species are enough to be terrified of. I mean, yeah, Disney World is there, but I think I've been to Disney World a total of, I think, 4 times. Like, that's including school field trips, going with my school. Maybe 5. But it's just like, okay, it's a theme park. Woo! There's much cooler stuff to be seen. Oh, and if the hurricanes don't get you, now there are sinkholes. Gigantic sinkholes eating people in Florida now. Swallowing up their houses. So if if hell is not going to come from above, it's just going to swallow you up itself and take you that way. So yeah, Florida, the Sunshine State, where it rains 75% of the time. I'm not even joking. You have that much sun for that many hours a day, for that many consecutive days in a row, you are going to have some wicked thunderstorms. Because of the humidity and stuff that builds up, then it goes out over the ocean where it cools it off, and then it comes back in. They're insane. The tornadoes were crazy in Florida this past summer, because I was back in the States over the summer. I was back in the States for 2 weeks, and freaking Hurricane Matthew come rolling in. I was like, are you kidding me? You have to be kidding me. So I was there. I think my town, it was nearly, except for one gas station and the McDonald's, it was completely shut down because there was no electricity for almost 2 weeks.
Wow, I don't even think that electricity went off when Hurricane Matthew hit us.
That was a crazy bad storm. It destroyed the beaches. The Jacksonville Pier. It's like a landmark in Jacksonville. That's like where all the tourists and stuff go to visit because you can walk out really far and fish from out there. And there was a restaurant at the very end of the pier. Okay, it had been knocked down in 2004, I believe, because it was just wood planks back then. Well, then it was knocked down during the hurricane that fall, and then whenever they rebuilt it, instead of making it out of wood, they did it out of concrete. Like the actual pier was made of concrete, but it was done in to make it look like wood, so it wasn't like a big chunk. Hurricane Matthew destroyed the concrete pier.
Whoa.
And they had a camera on it because whenever Matthew finally made land, it was still daytime. So the beach cameras that were online, you could log into them and watch it, and you're sitting there watching the pier being torn to pieces by the waves. It wasn't the wind that did it; it was the storm surge, I think it's called. It tore it to pieces. So I don't know what they're going to do now. They'll probably rebuild it with steel. It'll just be one big steel structure. You won't be able to walk on it during the summertime because it's too damn hot. It'll cook your feet. But it was amazing to sit there and watch that camera. But because we didn't lose electricity, so we continued to have news coverage on the TV, and the news was watching it as well. So it was amazing to sit there and just watch the power of that storm just tear that concrete structure to pieces like it was made of plastic. It was kind of scary. Mother Nature, she's an unforgiving bitch, that's for sure. She doesn't care about your feelings.
Huh.
Oh, what is that? I'm trying to see. Let me see. What was the other one? Well, man, that's pretty much. I mean, just wanted to catch back up with you, see how you were doing. Oh no, I wanted to ask you about the Twitter thing. What did you get done for on Twitter?
I don't know. I just couldn't log back into my account. So
Some asshole
yeah.
probably reported you for some stupid shit. There's a lot of people.
Yeah, I'm getting it checked out, so I should be back on my normal Twitter at some point. If everything goes well.
Devin, his Twitter was taken down, his YouTube was taken down, his Skype even.
His Skype?
Yeah. Yep. Seriously, I know. That's how everybody else reacted to it as well. It was like, his Skype, what?
You sure it's a ban and not a hack?
No. Do you want to watch his thing on it?
I've never heard about someone's Skype being.
I'm not even kidding.
Like, does Skype even have like?
Yeah. You could see the video whenever I did the Shives things, right?
No, the last video I watched it from the stream. Yeah, I watched it.
Okay, if I send you, I'm going to send you a link, and it will give you the ability to watch it. Watch the exact same video that I'm watching. I'm so sorry. See, I told you I'm new at this. I forgot to send you the link so you could see exactly what I'm seeing at the same time.
Mm.
Hang on a second. Let me get it. Okay. Gotta highlight it first. Alright, where did Skype go? I'll send it to the Skype chat, okay?
All right. Now, how come you switched from Google Hangouts to Skype?
Because I wanted to be able to do it this way. Because whenever you do Google Hangouts, I mean, you can't really. You can do screen share and things like that, but I wanted to be able to do like this kind of format, and I just decided to go with Skype.
Makes sense.
Well, the whole idea came because this isn't my normal channel. I have another channel, which is it's just like for videos and just having fun, really. But this one, I wanted it to be just more for streams and stuff like this instead of videos, because I'm not good with doing the editing and things like that, and like all the graphics and stuff that you see on the stream. I had absolutely nothing to do with that. That was completely Paul. He is the one responsible for all that. He's ridiculously talented in those things. But I don't know. This is the kind of thing that I like to do. I like doing videos too, and doing just giving the vocals on videos or something. But I like talking to people in real life, or in real time. I shouldn't say in real life because it's not like we're sitting here next to each other. So yeah, but on my other channel, I got a strike, so I wasn't. That's what motivated this, because whenever you get a strike, you can't stream for 3 months. So I'm not going to be able to stream on that channel at all until May. So I was like, hell with it. So started doing this one. Trying to figure it out. Figure out where. I think it was Unstoppable 3. I think. AIU shall rise like a phoenix. Okay, that's what it's called. Yeah, and it's been really sad to watch people talk about Devin saying that, he deserves it, this is karma and shit like that. No, it's not. This is not karma. This is bullshit. He's being censored.
Yeah, it's a bit excessive getting rid of someone's Skype. That's I don't even know how you would go about doing that, because Skype is a private thing.
Yeah, I know.
That's I will have to look into that. That doesn't sound very. It sounds a bit fishy.
Well, we'll watch it now. All right, did you get that link that I sent you in the Skype chat?
Yeah.
If you click on that, it'll take you to this screen that I've got pulled up that has the video on it. So let me know whenever you've got it up, and I'll play it. Got it yet?
It's not playing for me.
Well, no, it's not going to play for you. I'll hit play. Is the screen up?
Yeah, it's up.
Okay.
Hello, what's going on? Let me give you an update. It's not a pretty picture. I got an answer on my appeal from YouTube in regards to my first account being terminated. And they said, no, it's terminated. You're dead. And we reject your appeal and fuck yourself. You know, I had this petition going out and had over 2,000 signatures and, over 1,200 comments. And those people are ignored, just like the 80,000 people who enjoy my content. They're ignored. Because that's how the flag system works. That's why the squeaky wheel gets the grease. It's insane. It's insane. Imagine how much work they would have to do if you had a positive flagging service. So let's say the people that enjoy my videos or think it's not in violation of a single thing. What if they had a voice? Well, I'll tell you what would happen. You'd be left with a scenario where it would probably be about 10 negative flags compared to 30,000 positive ones. And the person at YouTube would be faced with a dilemma, wouldn't they? Wait a minute, I have 10 people here saying that this is offensive and it's bullying and it's a problem and we got to get rid of it. We got to make it a safe place out here. We got to get back to our roots of cat videos and makeup tutorials. But yeah, we got 80,000 people here who enjoy this video and find nothing wrong with it. Yeah, I hear what you're saying about those 80,000. Yeah, I hear that. But let's not forget, there are 10 people that don't like it. Yeah, let's just shut it down. Fuck it. I mean, fuck it. Who cares? There's many other channels and, people can kiss our ass. There's no recourse. So, that channel is gone, just like my fourth channel is gone. What else has happened? Oh, my Twitter was deleted for some reason. Don't know why. I mean, literally don't know why. It's not like I reflect back and go, oh, well, I was sending those gay porn tweets. No. It was taken down for the same bullshit reasons. No reason. It's just somebody doesn't like me, so they misused the flagging system, and we got a problem here. What to do? How about remove the dude? Let's get that lynch mob mentality. Perception is reality.
Okay.
Where there's smoke, there must be fire. And getting...
No, that's not how Twitter works. So, contrary to his belief, right? It's not a person at Twitter that got rid of his account. It's a bot. So, say 30 people flag him or report him. The bot is going to suspend you. The bot is going to delete your Twitter, okay? And then you have to make a repeal on Twitter, and that's when a human would look at your account and see if it's worth saving or not.
I have no idea how it works.
It isn't. Yeah, that's how it works. Everyone on Twitter is like, hey, someone banned my account. That people are, it's a bot. This is why Twitter assigns, when you're verified on Twitter, Twitter assigns you a representative so that, say you get banned, they would go and look for themselves straight away and see why you got banned. Yeah. Okay. So it's a bot. So you can't blame Twitter for a bot misbehaving. Because that's just how bots are. They do what they're told.
The people that flag you.
Yeah.
Those are the assholes. I think that's what he's saying. Alright, let's see.
Flag, that sure is a lot of smoke. Why would you be flagged if you weren't in violation? I mean, think about it. It's crazy, right? So that Twitter got taken down, and then started another Twitter. That Twitter got taken down. Then my Skype got taken down. No idea why. It's brilliant. Literally no idea. I didn't do a thing on there. And I wrote to them and I said, this must be a mistake. What on earth are you doing? And they said, we can't tell you. There was a serious violation. We cannot tell you what it was. And your account's terminated. So then I posted a couple videos on my archive channel, which is Atheism's Unstoppable Archive. And one of them was about Brown Fabio. And that was taken down for cyberbullying. So this is...
Now, all of this stuff that he's talking about, it all happened within like 24 hours or maybe just a little bit more. So all of these events, except for he got his last Twitter taken down, and then he did another one, and that one was up for maybe 2 days, 3 days tops, and that one was taken down. So, and then now he has the new one now. But within his first Twitter being done, AIU, the original channel, his first channel, being taken down, and his Skype was within about 24 hours. So, it was like he was carpet bombed. It's so strange. So, once that happened, he did this video on this guy from TYT. The video was up maybe 6, maybe 7 hours, and then it was taken down, and he got a strike. So it's like, what the hell? And he got a strike on a different channel. So this seems to be some sort of an engineered
This
thing.
has to be targeted.
Yeah.
Yeah, this has to be targeted.
So it's obvious that everyone can see that this was a targeted attack. I mean, a targeted flagging. I mean, it was a campaign against him. But then you have everybody else that could say, hey, this is bullshit. But instead they didn't. They're like, karma's a bitch. It's like, karma's a bitch. If this happened to your channel, you would want other people to speak up and speak out for you. You would hope they would. So you can't.
I'm not the biggest AIU fan, but this is ridiculous.
Yeah,
No one should be. No one should be just super flagged like this.
No, this is bullshit. I mean, my God, some major feelings hurt. So, but it's complete bullshit. But yeah, he's dealing with that right now. But he's started an actual website to put his content in there, because it's not going to get deleted off of his own website, because it's not going to be censored by anyone except for himself and whoever he has doing the website. But it's sad that it's came to that point where he has to do an Atheism is Unstoppable website just to be able to get his opinions out there. That's bad news for everybody. Okay, I'll start it again.
A pussified universe that I want no part in, and I think I'm going to win. How do you like that? I think I'm going to win in the end. I think that there will be a way for me to reconnect with the people that I've lost on my first channel. With the help of other YouTubers and people who actually give a fuck about free speech, I think we can actually get the message to them that I'm going to be on my website. My own website, which is in development right now, and that is atheismisunstoppable.com. But it's not ready to launch, but when it is, you should definitely go there. Because once you are there, you're going to be asked to put in your email. And once you do that, you and I will be in contact. Now, do you understand the difference? You and I must make a pact. We must bring salvation back where there is newsletter. So we will be in contact as in two individuals, you and me, and I can communicate directly to you, not through YouTube, not through Twitter. So the list is life. Once you are on the list, I will know which gas chamber to send you to. No, I will know how to contact you. So when I have a new video, I will send you an email, and then you can watch the video and then comment on it. And consenting adults can consent together in the privacy of our own seedy-ass hotel room in perpetuity. And there's not going to be a single thing I'm going to censor. In fact, I'm going to bully twice as much, and I'm going to be twice as hateful. And it is worth mentioning that this is flagrantly vaginal. The idea of, oh no, don't be nasty, don't bully, don't be hateful. First of all, there are things you should hate, and hate is a word which is stained with connotation. So you should be against things, people, and ideas you should be adamantly against. To label that as hate is to say, well, this guy's just totally irrational. What is he doing? He's the problem. No, Brown Fabio is the problem. The regressives are the problem. The Muslim apologists are the problem. The religious are the problem. Stupidity exhibited by human beings the world over is the problem. That shall be pointed out. I shall have fun in the process. I will make fun. If a guy I am critiquing has no neck, I will be mentioning the fact that he has no neck. And if you have a problem with that, then click your little buttons. Clickety, clicky, clicky, clicky. But there's no clickety button on my website. Oh no, there's no flagging. No, it's big boy talk time. You bring in your big boy voice or you get the fuck out. Because it's what I want to say in my living room and the way I want to say it. And oh, what fun we shall have. And I shall create things that I'm proud of. And I shall say things that nobody else is gonna say. And it's gonna be a party in my pants. And you're invited. Oh yeah, so then the archive channel was suspended. In other words, it got its second strike for me making a video which was 15 seconds of silence, telling people to watch a video on Vimeo. I made a video. I wanted you to watch it. I was trying to be respectful of the policies of YouTube by, not even saying anything. I didn't even want to make it physically possible for people to find something offensive about what I said because I said nothing. It was 15 seconds of silence just saying, hey, I made a video, it's over here. Now, they said, oh, you're not allowed to do that. You cannot direct people to another website, which seems crazy to me. That's just a wild violation of the freedom of speech. And seems crazily monopolistic and capitalistic for these people to be like, no, don't talk about other websites, only YouTube. Fucking crazy, right? So the haters and the pussies, they think they've won, and they've removed my channel. Yeah, congratulations. Well, my channel is coming back. It's being flown across the world. A guy in Denmark saved every video of mine in high def. He's putting them on a physical hard drive and sending them to me. And I shall be re-uploading them on a site that is not Vimeo, it's not YouTube, it's just my site. It's mine. And you shall have access to hundreds of videos. And that is at atheismisunstoppable.com. We're working hard to make that happen. I thank the patrons of mine who have put their money where their mouth is. There is nothing in this world that is as concrete as giving someone money. You could say a lot of things, you could make a lot of promises. You send that money, it says a lot, and it's not ambiguous. It says this person wants you to have this potential energy, money. Do with it as you see fit. In other words, the message is they want more videos. Here's money, now make more videos, which I am happy to do. So for those people who have parted ways with their hard-earned money, I appreciate it, I respect it. I look forward to returning the favor by providing you with entertainment, hopefully. And just know that I see you. You guys are the reason I'm making this website. And I'm going to continue. I'm not going to abandon you. I'm not going to let them win. I'm not going to let censorship win. So that is all for now. I wish you well. I'm still in Las Vegas. Everything's going to be okay. Uncle Tevin is doing just fine. And I'm not done talking. So just be prepared for atheism to the fucking hell to rise like a phoenix.
You threw me down, but I'm gonna fly.
Oh, God. So theatrical. So, yeah, that happened too.
Yeah, that's a bit excessive. Flagging everything someone does.
Mm-hmm. I know. Welcome to the internet, my dear. Where people are assholes. And total crybabies.
They are.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, it was nice to talk to you. I think I'm gonna wrap this up because I'm getting pretty hungry. It's 2:30 in the morning
Yeah,
here.
same.
What time is it there?
It's only 10:30.
Oh yeah, it's 2:30 in the morning here, so time to get some breakfast. I've had coffee. I'm nice and caffeined up now, but I need some food.
Oh.
So, but it was nice to talk to you. You have to come and chat with me again. We'll bring some other crazies in here. Besides you and me.
That's... Yeah, that sounds alright.
Okay. Alright. Well, whoever is listening to this, thanks for hanging out. Devin, go fuck everybody up. Don't stop doing what you're doing, man.